All right, 7 people have now been selected to serve as jurors in Donald Trump's historic hush money criminal trial in New York. They include lawyers, a nurse, teacher, software engineer, a salesman, and an older Puerto Rican grandfather. The trial is only 2 days in, and it's already getting a lot of attention online.
Every legal pundit, every legal scholar said this trial is a disgrace. We have a Trump-hating judge. We have a judge who shouldn't be on this case.
Donald Trump says and does what Donald Trump wants. And yesterday, according to journalists in the courtroom, the 77-year-old former president decided to nod right off.
He didn't pay attention to a note that his lawyer, Todd Blanche, passed him. His jaw kept falling on his chest and his mouth kept going slack.
Cue the late-night comedy. Jimmy Kimmel turned one of Donald Trump's most frequent attacks on President Joe Biden against him.
If Biden is Sleepy Joe, I guess that makes you Dozo the Clown, huh?
And the meme fest inundated X as soon as Sleepy Don started trending.
It's nice to see even Donald Trump is exhausted by Donald Trump.
Despite the hilarity of hashtag Sleepy Donald, the top trend tied to his criminal trial is all about Trump's son, Barron.
As you know, my son is graduating from high school, and it looks like the judge will not let me go through the graduation of my son, who's worked very, very hard. It looks like the judge isn't going to allow me to escape this scam. It's a scam trial.
But here's the thing, Trump is already lying.
This scammer judge won't even let me go to graduation for the son who was 4 months old when I cheated on his mother with the porn star I'm accused of paying off.
The judge has not yet ruled on whether the former president can attend his son's graduation in May. He said yesterday that he has no issue with the nature of the request, but needs to see how the trial unfolds before making a decision. Trump is required as a criminal defendant to attend court every day. So many viral moments, and we're only on day 2 of the trial. Trump was back in the courtroom as jury selection continued. It's been a tedious process and one proving to be difficult as the prosecution and defense try to find 12 unbiased New Yorkers and 6 alternates to decide Trump's fate.
You know, I don't know if I can set that unconscious bias aside.
Everyone has been eager to know what it's like to be called for jury duty against a former president.
You walk into the courtroom and you see Trump sitting there. I had never seen him in person before. You see him sitting there and it's like, oh, it's just a guy. He's just a dude.
And we're hearing from some of the people who have since been dismissed.
It's very difficult for anyone really in this country to not come to this with prior opinions. I was willing to put everything aside as much as I could.
So, like any other American, Trump will have to face a jury of his peers. They will hear what could be the only criminal case the former president faces before the November 5th election.
I should be right now in Pennsylvania, in Florida, in many other states, North Carolina, Georgia, campaigning.
Trump is charged with falsifying records to cover up a $130,000 payment in the waning days of his 2016 presidential campaign to buy the silence of porn star Stormy Daniels about a sexual encounter she says they had.
Some accountant, I didn't know, marked it down as a legal expense. That's exactly what it was. And you've been indicted over that?
Falsifying business records in New York is a felony punishable by up to 4 years in prison. The trial resumes on Thursday.